How to varnish a painting. How do we know the painting needs varnishing? Well, it looks a little thirsty. Maybe it's never been varnished, maybe it's been a while. What do we need? A container, preferably glass that you don't care too much about. A dry brush. It can be kind of a crappy one. Artist gouache varnish, Windsor Newton is what we use. Some type of material, turpentine, Gamsol, that you will use to clean the brush. Never put this stuff on the painting. Just this stuff. Push down and turn. Don't do that, that's for prescriptions. Down and turn. You want your jar or whatever you're using to be clean. That was probably too much. Let's see what happens. This is somewhat of an artless endeavor. It's gonna go on, and it's gonna be a little bubbly and weird, and you're just not gonna panic. Just gonna try to get the edges, get it all coated so you're thorough. Smooth out the bubbles. It can be fun to start from the outside. Make sure you get the corners like you're doing a puzzle. And I should have said this before, but try to have your painting clean, dust-free before you start, because whatever's on it is gonna stay on it. See here, you see it going on, a little bubbly and gross. Some of it's a bit thick. We're just gonna kind of go over it gently. You're not gonna hurt it. And you're looking at the spots that you've already done to make sure they've all gotten their fair share, and that there's no big gloopy bits where there's too much varnish for that section. Right, you see it gets a little bit bubbly there. That's a sign that I've just got more of that varnish than I need. It's not really like vacuuming. You don't have to do it all the same direction for it to look nice. In fact, you don't want those kind of grains. So you're kind of going over it, maybe different directions, to make sure everybody's good. The varnish should be good for, I would say, at least 10 years. In my experience, longer. And when you look at the canvas sideways, you'll start to see, okay, so that's what varnished looks like. And that's what unvarnished looks like. As you're going, it can be useful to manipulate the painting a little bit, get it in the light, see, is there a spot that I didn't hit as hard as I should? Yes, there is. That's it. Let's see. Is there a spot where there's maybe more than I need? Let's move that out. And be mindful of the texture of the paint, where there's more paint built up. You want to get your varnish in all of the crevices. I think the painting can find this process a little ticklish, but he's behaving very, very nicely for me. When it's done, you should have everything done, everything coated to the side. There should be a pretty uniform gloss when you get it in the light. And I will do that extra bit on the edge as well to protect that painting, protect that paint. You want to leave it flat to dry. This stuff is super sticky, and if you prop it up to dry, it will kind of run. I was told to leave it for a week to dry by the artist, and I do what I'm told. For cleanup, wash everything with soap and water. Store everything carefully, properly sealed, upright, and use whatever turpentine or paint thinner, Gamsol, linseed oil, brush cleaner that you've got to finish cleaning your brush. You may have to wash and dry your brush with soap and water and your turpentine or whatever more than once. And you want to start with a dry brush. That's it. Happy varnishing.